Hey there, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. My first video of 2023, the 8th of January. I've just had a phone call from the UK, my Irish mate, who's currently in Liverpool, but he's from just outside Dublin. I won't tell you his name, but mates, we've been good mates for a while, and a very well connected man in, our movement, like the movement of New Zealand. He's well connected in the UK and Ireland. Very clever man. He was telling me, Ireland, Southern Ireland, is roughly, population-wise, or was, the similar population to New Zealand, and 5 million just a few years ago. But now it's 7 million. Would you believe 7 million in just a few short years? 2 million migrants have been flooded into Ireland from mostly North Africa, and the Middle East, changing the face of not only Irish cities, but Irish towns and even villages. This is celebrated by the woke, Marxist, left, globalist psychopaths who seem hell-bent on wanting to destroy everything that we hold dear in the West. Just makes you wonder, doesn't it? I was thinking New Zealand was bad with this lunatic we've got in power, Jacinda Ardern. But how can you beat that? A country of 5 million gets 2 million immigrants from alien cultures. And I know, only too well, people are going to say, Cross the Rubicon's a racist. But honestly, they know I'm not, but they'll say it anyway, because they are part of the globalist Marxist left, whose only weapon is to demonize, call people names, brand them as something they're not, in order to shut them down, like they've done, or they do, try to, with me. Honestly, how on earth can this insanity that's gripping, especially the Western world, stop? How can it stop? How can we stop it? Can it be stopped? Via the normal democratic process? Can it be stopped that way? Klaus Schwab of the WEF, he brags that he's infiltrated the cabinets of governments, opposition parties. He brags. Got the media, got academia. All these corporations, organisations. These people have done an amazing job on sewing everything up and getting everything into place to do what they've done. Their corruption is like a cancer on the world. And it's infected every lymph node in the body politic. Everything that's important, everything that's powerful, everything that could change things, they've got hold of. The only thing they haven't got is people like me and my mate from Ireland and all my other mates in the UK, I think the same as me. But we're being branded as, I don't know, not only far right now and racist, and that's the terms they use, but now they're up in the ante, especially here in New Zealand. What was her name? Rebecca Kittredge. It's not MI5, is it? It's like New Zealand's version of the MI5. For them outside New Zealand, it's called the SIS, Secret Intelligence Service. And Rebecca Kittredge is the boss. And she basically says, now she gave a speech, when was it? A couple months ago. If you're against the government in New Zealand, you're against Jacinda, you're against the narrative, the globalist narrative, then you are as good as a potential terrorist. That's the madness that is New Zealand. But can you compare that to Ireland? 5 million population, swell to 7 million. 2 million migrants. I mean, that's how can you beat that? I'm sure Jacinda will look at that and think, oh yeah, I'm not going to have anyone beating me. I think I'll do that myself. Hopefully not. She wouldn't have time now because Chris Luxon's going to be taking over soon, isn't he? I mean, he's already been told. He's already been given a nod, the propitious wink. You're going to be the Prime Minister this year. You'll do as you're bloody well told. With that exception. And Jacinda's been told, you're out. Chris Luxon's in. He's going to carry on your fantastic work of destroying the nation. I know here, and by the way, here for you, Jacinda, is, I don't know, a huge check. 2, maybe 300 million. For your loyalty to the globalist psychopaths that seek to destroy the Western Hemisphere as we know it. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. More and more people are waking up. Certainly a funny old world though, isn't it? You'd never think Ireland would be so stupid. Apparently, from what I've been told, Sinn Féin, the political arm of the IRA, just a few decades ago, even they're on board with this massive influx of mass migration into Ireland. I wonder why that is. All those people that died fighting the British to get the British out of Ireland, only to be taken over by globalists to absolutely destroy Ireland via mass migration and paying people off to be on side. But anyway, 2020 23 now. Who knows what's going to happen this year? Who knows what this year holds? I'm not really that optimistic. But there's no escape, no matter where we are. The only thing that saves New Zealand from being like Ireland is our geographical position on the planet. We're just too far away. If New Zealand was off the coast of Europe, then, well, Jacinda would have destroyed it a lot quicker, and so would the globalists. So let's be thankful, or should I say thankful, that we are the bottom of the world. Okay, I think I've said enough. That's all I need to say. We'll say one thing. Yesterday, I met a bloke, a couple. This bloke would have been mid-60s, maybe a bit more, late 60s. And he didn't know my politics, he didn't know my partner's politics. And he came out with, Jacinda, I don't know why people have a go at Jacinda all the time. He said, I think she's doing a marvellous job for New Zealand. A marvellous job. For me, I don't hear that very often. But I held it in, I didn't say nothing. I said, no, why is that then? He said, well, she stopped this dreaded disease getting into New Zealand, and she saved hundreds of thousands. I didn't respond, I just let it go. And you know why? Because they just can't be asked. Because if someone's so thick as pig shit, 65, maybe 70, thinks that, then they're pretty well gone. But there you go. They're the people who are going to, well, never see anything. They will never see it because they don't want to see it. And they're everywhere. And then people vote in the lunatics. And they're the people that will never, ever, ever believe anything I say. Not in a million years. Until it really affects them. And then until they're really destitute. And maybe even starving to death. Only then might they realise. But you know, I doubt even then they would. Okay. This is Cross the Rubicon channel, my first video of this year. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel on Telegram, Cross the Rubicon 123. Share my videos everywhere. I'm going to try to do more interviews this year. Get interviews outside New Zealand too. So if there's anybody outside New Zealand, UK, Ireland, wherever, Canada, United States, Australia, anybody wants to get in touch with me and I'll tell you about New Zealand, what's happening. Tell the world. Because a lot of the stuff in New Zealand is being prevented from getting out. Of what a disastrous job this lunatic we've got in charge, this globalist psychopath, Jacinda, is doing to this country. But she's only Sunday League compared to the Prime Minister of Ireland, who's, well, he's like Chelsea or Manchester United, isn't he? He's Premier League. Okay. So my next video. See you later.